Today we are going to set up a website using Weebly. I know several of you have requested more information on website designing. Weebly is by far my favorite when constructing a website, so that's the one that we're going to use today. You're going to need to sign up for a Weebly account. This process you should be very familiar with. There's nothing unusual about it. You just put your name, your email address, and create a password. I'm already a member, so I'm going to log in. And then you'll come to this page. Now yours is going to look a little different, especially if you're not already a member and have not created any websites using Weebly. This should be blank. Down here are all the websites that I have using Weebly. You can create up to 10 free websites. If you go past 10, then you're going to have to pay a small fee. So what you'll do is you'll click Add Site. And it's going to prompt you if you want a site, a blog, a store. Now there's an option if you want to do a website. There's an option for a blog within your website. But if you want to just focus on a blog, you can do that as well. And of course, if you want to create a merchandise store, this is the one you're going to use. For your classroom, you're going to want to use site. And this is my favorite part when creating my website, is it gives you all these themes to look at. And you can choose from several different themes. You can also go in if you know that you can search by style. So let's say that this one's going to be just a fun site. I would go right here, and usually with my classroom websites, I always go to fun sites just to kind of keep it upbeat. So I find a site that I like and I just click choose. And now later on, let's say you've typed in all your information, you've got all your pages, and you kind of regretted your decision. You can completely change your decision and all your information will still be, the layout might be a little different, but all your information will still be on the pages that you saved it on. If that doesn't make sense, I'm going to show you once we kind of create a website. So you're going to have to name your site. And you're going to have to see if anything's available. So right now I'm going to name this Spivey. Well, spivey.weebly.com is taken. So I say Spivey's class. That's taken. So if I say B Spivey class is available. So that's what I'm going to use. Then I'm going to put a test behind it so I'll know this is not my class page. And then you'll just click continue. I'm going to describe these tabs up here first, and then I will then I'll explain the building tools second. So like I said before, if you decide you regret your decision on your style, you can change it just by going into design, themes, and then changing your style that way. Now pages is where you can rename the tabs up at the top of your website. As you could see, it had, I'll show you real quick, had home, about, contact. So let's say you don't like the about tab, you don't like the contact tab, and you want to add a few pages. You can just simply click, and let's say I want to make this one reading. I want to make this web page grammar. I want to add a page, and it's going to prompt you if you want a standard page, a blog page, store page, external link. So you're going to say standard page, if that is what you want. And then you'll notice that the page layout, it gives you different options for page layout. And you'll just click on whatever page layout you want. So I am going to click math. And now let's say with I come to grammar. Now let's say that I wanted to, I was doing my math lesson and I wanted to create a math lesson. I wanted to create a page under my math tab on addition. I go to add page and it'll come down here as untitled. And I name this title addition. But I don't want it to be a new tab itself. I want it to be a tab under math. I just simply pull this over a little to the right and it becomes a tab itself. It becomes a tab under math. And I can also make a tab under that tab. Like let's say I did 3-digit addition. You just pull it to the right and then that creates a tab under that tab. So let's go back to build, and there your pages are. And then you'll see addition, and then you'll see 3-digit. So you can get very detailed with this website. I'm not going to tell you too much about the store and the settings. You're not going to use those too much, and they're very easy to understand. So I'm going to let you play with those. So let's get ready to design our website. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to edit all the, I'm going to teach you how to edit all these pictures on your website so you can personalize them. You're going to click edit image, and then you're going to add image, and you're going to search upload a photo from your computer. And I am just going to go to libraries. And I come to all these great pictures I might want to use. So I'm just going to open one. I'm going to click on one. I'm going to open it. And then you'll fit it in the way you have it. You'll click OK. And then go to save. And you have the option to save to all pages or save to this page only. I'm going to save to this page only. Another really important tool is the title tool and the text tool. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab everything and you're going to drag it. And let's just say welcome to Miss Spivey's class. Of course, you're going to make yours a lot more jazzy than I'm doing mine right now. And then let's say you're not satisfied with this font. This is when you can go into design, change fonts, and it'll allow you to change fonts through the paragraph text. So let's say that I want to change all the paragraph text to Arial. I can do that, and I can also set a standard size, things like that. Okay, so you know how to get some titles to text on there. Let's talk about this right here because I use this a lot, and I'm also going to teach you how to embed something. So it's called a button, but basically let's say you want to have a link that will show more pictures of you and your kids in your classroom. So you have a you click on the button, you drag the button down, and you're going to, you can edit it. You're going to say more pics. And then of course you can type in, click below to see more pics of Miss Spivey. And then you're going to link it. And always say open in a new link. It's very aggravating when you go into a website and you have to keep clicking the back button. So always check open in a new link. Then you're going to link wherever you want this button to take you. So that's really one very useful tool. I'm also going to teach you about the embed. This is probably the one that I use the most. And if you've created anything like a blog or a Prezi or a curation, you can embed anything. They give you a code as you want to share it, and you just hit you just pull the embed code down. So I want to embed a curation project that I did onto my website. I click on the box and I basically just copy and paste. I paste my embed code into the embed box, and it's very important that you pull the embed box down, not the text box, because the text box is just going to it's going to kind of mirror everything that you write. And once you embed it, there it'll be. So you can embed things for your students. This works really well with my kids, especially when I curate things for them, and they can just actually access it through my website, and they don't have to go tons of different places. And the best way to learn about all these tools is to play with them. I mean, just create a fake site and just play with all these tools. I could not explain to you these tools in the short time that I have. You can also embed YouTube videos and HD videos. So some really cool things you can do. Now let's say you get your website how you want it, and you can click through the other pages in here as well. And changing all these pictures to make them, to personalize it. So let's say you get your website exactly how you want it. You're going to go to this publish page. Now publish does not mean save. Weebly is going to save everything you do as you do it, but it will not show what you have done until you get ready to show what you have done. So when you hit publish, that means you are making this website public. So you hit publish, and it'll make sure this is the name you want to use, and you continue. And it will let you know that your website is published, and you can actually click on the website and you can go and look at your amazing website that you've created. And then this is going to be what everybody sees. Let's say that you want to go back and you want to edit some things. To edit some things, you're actually going to go back into the login screen, and you're going to log in using your email and password. And you're going to scroll down. I'm going to skip that step for now. You're going to scroll down and you're going to find your website. And once you've chosen the site that you want to edit, you just click the edit button, and it'll take you right back to that site so you can start constructing your website. I hope you have found this screencast useful and you get ready to start building your website. Happy designing!